Good morning, anybody watching? Happy Monday morning. I am flanked this morning with Buddy and Milo. And at the moment, good morning, Bill. Paparazzi's in the house. Thank you for joining us this morning. Little Sprout is in his bouncer on the side of me. El Swingo shitted the bedish yesterday. It's been on its way out anyways. It was a hand-me-down from my niece. It's been in her closet for 6 years. Stu's metal detecting's in the house. Thanks for joining us this afternoon on your end. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Yeah. A couple of months ago, it's like it played music. It had the little mobile on it with a light, little dangly things that spin around. Well, every time we put it on the light and or mobile aspect, it just would have this recoiling or ramping up, whatever. It reminds me of the olden day swings that we used to have that you had to crank it by hand, kind of like the jack-a-box crank. Okay, well, this is a plug-in electric, and yet this is what this thing was sounding like as it was ramping up. Mama's gonna detect things in the house, as is Danny Boy just a diggin'. Thanks so much for joining us. So we haven't been using the light and or mobile because it just keeps forever, like it's rewinding itself, but it doesn't stop. Okay, so we're like, screw that, because how's the baby supposed to sleep through that, right? He's saying, I always cover the stupid camera. Say hello. Say hi. Hi, everybody. Psst. Psst. Yeah, smile. Hi, everybody. Yeah. So, yesterday, after rocking him, because instead of just putting him straight into the swing lately, I've been kind of like rocking him to sleep and then transferring him from moi to El Swingo in the corner. And that's been going swimmingly instead of just putting him in there and him having a meltdown because he didn't want to be in there, whatever. Well, it started with its ramping up again. Ramping. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? And would only swing for 5 minutes. Hello, he's slept in that thing for 3 hours when he was younger, okay? Hi. Hi. Who you saying hi to? You talking to the cake? Yeah. He's got his food show on. Actually, let me turn the board so that he can see the TV. I let him hold his bottle that he pretty much drank. He's got this much left, but he's got a bib on, so oh well, whatever. So see the corner? See it empty except for some sunlight and a pool noodle? Yeah, that's where Sprout's swing was, which I dismantled yesterday, and hubby took it this morning to make sure it gets thrown out. And we ordered him, I don't know if I still have it on my phone. You can't find an infant swing that'll hold any more than 20 pounds. He's pretty much 15, so why would we spend money on something that he's going to outgrow within a couple of months? They say by 9 months or 20 pounds. He's 7 months. He will be exactly 7 months on the 25th. Peekaboo. Hi. Playing peekaboo with your bib? Yeah. At least he's happy right now, not bitching, which is what he has been for the half an hour. Oh, what are you doing? Again, I don't have the wonderful swing to be able to put him in. So I was looking for swings, and let's see if I can find any. I think I might have deleted them. I think I did. So anyhow, we found this thing. Oh, you know what? I sent hubby a message. I might be able to find it on the message I sent him. I hate this phone. Makes you choose back and forth between, like, I can't send him a freaking message because I'm on MSM or SML, whatever you want to freaking call it, messages. Okay, here it is. So, again, try to find a swing that will hold more than 20 pounds or 9 months. So, I came across this little gadget. The light too bright? Okay. And it says it's a rocker, which we rock all the time. Massey Hall's in the house. Good morning, James. And or Rebecca. I have trouble finding my thing when it's cold. Is growing pretty good for 7 months. Yes, he is, Dan. I'm sorry, I'm just scrolling back up. Wow, my oldest daughter started work for the first time today, and she's loving it. Congratulations to your daughter, Stu. That is awesome. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody's comments. I'm so sorry if I did. So, anywho, this thing is a rocker. Holds up to 40 pounds. And it says it's battery operated, which I was like, not a plug-in, okay? However, it's a self rocker. Like, it has 3 reclining positions for the infant, but they got, like, he kicks the hell out of this bouncing chair. So, PA Patriot, I almost raised my freaking phone. Hey, PA Patriot Prospecting's in the house, and this is for James and Messy Hole, because I don't remember if I just raised my mug or not. Kudos, guy. 5 days that's awesome. That's awesome. I hope everything, on your end is going great, like, stress wise and yada yada. But we're not even gonna. Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? I think you just ran across my living room. Good morning, Pat.
Hey, everybody. Good morning.
Turn this up.
Hope everybody's having a good day.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
For a Monday.
Man, I've been getting aggravated.
Oh no. What's going on?
Had somebody come to me for stickers a while back. And I'm like, yeah, I'm in this thing. Text me after 6. And then never heard back from them. Well, a few days ago, they put out into the community on one of the social medias, I need somebody to make stickers. And every other comment was, go to Park Rat Pat. And he's like, well, I reached out to him, but he never reached back to me. So I reached out to the guy and showed him the text, and it's like, you were supposed to get back with me. Okay. And he's like, oh, well, then my bad. So we talk about his stickers. He's got a great design. I make the changes he wants to the design, and this is going on like 10 o'clock last night. I make the changes he wants to the design and shoot him a price. And he's like, all right, that sounds good. I'm going to check with a couple other places on price, though, and I'll let you know in the morning. I'm like, let me know before 10. So this morning I get a text, can you do it for $80? No, I've got someone who'll do it for $78. I said, enjoy. He's like, I'd really rather kind of go with you because I put a lot of stuff out into the community and this could help make a name for you. I said, when you asked for help, 6 people mentioned me. I've already got a name. Oh, yeah, but the price is what it is. So I broke it down for him. I said, you want 100 stickers, that's costing me $35 in material. 3.5 hours of labor plus shipping. Okay, you get one of these conglomerates to do that. Yeah, they can cut you all kinds of steep discounts because everything's automated and they're making 2 million stickers a day. I'm a one-man operation, and a lot of people like the pride of having some park rat work. If it's not your thing,
You make some cool stickers.
yeah, it's like if it's not your thing, don't worry about it. I'll get plenty of other customers. And then finally, boom, he sends me a text, says, "Yeah, I'll go with you because I do like supporting the community. Let me know when the stickers are done and I'll send you the money." No. You send me the money, then I'll get started on the stickers.
Right.
So, but it got me a little tweaked out this morning, because it's like, damn it, people, I'm not in this for huge profit. That's not why I started doing it. That's not what it's all about. It's about helping out the community and doing good things. And, not to mention that a lot of people out there know if there's extra room on the material to make smaller stickers, I make them and throw them in for free anyway.
Reg Labs in the house.
So, hey, Reg, how's it going, brother? So, yeah, that was a little upsetting this morning, but I got the money, so I'll make his 100 stickers, but any of that room on the media left for extras, I'm making park rat stickers.
There you go.
Because I don't like nothing to go to waste.
There you go.
I would have been here right on time, but I was watching the Clark's latest video as I didn't get to see it on Sunday. I love it when they're on that side by side. Oh, man, I'll tell you, when I went out with Bob and Melissa on that thing, I had the absolute best day of my life out there. That was so fun. And it had nothing to do with the 40-plus beers that Bob and me drank. It was,
no, not at all.
No, not at all, that at all, no.
Yeah, my sister and I are jonesing so bad to open up camp. That's our destination, and they get a side-by-side. So she can't wait to strap this guy in his car seat and go for a ride,
Oh, yeah, you might want to give him one of those Hans devices so his head doesn't bob around.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to either get, like those kids' specialty foam helmets or just a regular helmet. Yeah.
Yeah, make sure that's locked into place. But yeah, side by side and it's fun, man. I remember one time Bob was going up this hill and things were kind of scary. It was super steep. And there's that oh crap bar in front.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to grab that thing, and I look over. Now Bob's got a beer in one hand and the other hand on the radio. It's like, I'm not grabbing the bar. Oh, so no.
You were in the passenger seat, correct?
Yeah.
We got a no shit bar. Yeah.
Yeah,
back seats
if he's driving no hands, I'm not grabbing the bar.
Duct tape a pool noodle around him. That's kind of what the helmet's probably going to be like, because he's only fucking 7 months. You know what I mean? So I don't want to invest in a brain bucket. That it was so funny though. I seen one yesterday, and I go, "Hey, that's a cool looking helmet." It was like two shades of green, and then I looked at it closer, and I said, "It's a watermelon." Right? Yeah. It's a watermelon helmet. Put your melon in this.
I know. Sometimes in Daytona around Halloween, you can see people ride with carved out pumpkins.
Oh my God, that's too funny. Let me see. Give me this. Octo boy over here. He's only got 2 hands, but they seem to grab on everything and anything.
Yeah, that's part of being a guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
He is getting big.
Who are you talking to, James? Park rat? Oh, did you just vape?
No.
There you go.
I do have my vapicator ready to go, though. Because I've got to get creative today.
Right? I've done my best work. And I'm not just talking artistic. I'm talking work.
Yeah.
This is the key though, like I told everybody. back in the day, I used to carry Visine everywhere I went.
Mm-hmm.
And I just said, screw this. If I just show up work every fucking day looking like this, it's
Yeah.
expected. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, that's just how
that's
she
the
looks.
norm.
Yeah. It's called lack of sleep.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But yep.
Oh yeah, man.
He says it was a joke.
Yeah, always helped my creativity and focus for sure.
Oh, me with a lot of
Especially when I was in school. It was like the classes I paid attention the best in were the ones right after lunch or first period when, I had my chance to puffecate a little. I look
Yeah,
back at
ours
those
was always
pictures.
before. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you hit the little side woods there, and
yeah,
then
yeah.
to you.
I was looking back at the yearbook that I have, and we're talking like 1982, and I'm looking and it's like there's all the little groups of people. There's the jocks and the metalheads and the preps and the brains, and there's every possible group there is. And when I look at it, you look at the hairstyles and the clothes back then, it's like we all look like we were 30.
That's because fashion keeps recycling through. I was never so happy to get out of the 70s and get rid of the zoot suits and the freaking platform everything, even sandals. You know what I mean? Like fucking clogs. We all look like we came from freaking Dutch boy paint clogs.
And it was nice not to have to buy name brand everything just to look cool for other people you didn't really care about.
Yeah, 70s was just kind of like loose. Never mind bell bottoms, man. I had a pair of elephant pants. If anybody don't know what elephant pants are, they're like 3 times wider than fucking bell bottoms. Oh my god.
Oh.
But yeah, in the stupid the pullover Afghan shawls.
Oh, what are those big ponchos?
Yeah, ponchos, that's it. The only poncho I ever thought was cool was the one that Clint Eastwood wore. Okay? He could wear a freaking hefty bag back then, anyways.
Yeah. Bill says 70s pinstriped bell bottoms and corduroys.
The thick cords, not the Levi's.
No, you had to be careful with your corduroys because you could rub a bare patch on your thighs or your knees. They just zoot, 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 and pretty soon it was all gone.
To be one of the last generations of kids that got to grow up without the internet. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, abso-freaking-lutely. That was our saving grace. We had to get out and do stuff.
Right. Your parents pretty much, mom was like, after breakfast, see ya. But yet you had to be in earshot till you were older. Then it was like blah blah blah.
Yeah, there's the front door pick aside. If you stay inside, we're doing spring cleaning today.
Right. Yeah. See you.
Come back by dinner.
Then again, who the hell wanted to sit there and watch soaps and all that shit back in the day? Or, like The Price is Right and Let's Make a Dope Deal. No, I'm sorry. Let's Make a Deal.
My mom would do her stuff around the house, and we'd come back at the end of the day, and, she'd probably had 2 or 3 Bloody Marys and a pina colada and a couple of beers. Mom wasn't an alcoholic. That's just how things were back in the day,
Bad if you have to wear a BBT to work. What is that? PA, I'm reading your comment now. I must be like blonde today because I'm not picking that up. Is it bad if you have to wear a BPV to work?
I'm not sure what a BPV is.
Right.
I know what BVDs are.
Right? Yeah. Oh, nice burp. When I was a kid, I called my corduroys my swishy pants because of the sound they made when I walked. Yep, you know that. That's and ski pants, they have similar sounds.
That's it. How you doing, Gems? Good to see you.
Oh, did I say hi to Chillin' and Grillin' Adventures with Dan B? I'm sorry. Hand pink lady.
Brother.
Sorry. I'm so sorry I missed you. Bulletproof vest. That's what a BPV is. No shit. Oh, back in the day. with the Columbine and all. Is that what you're talking? Number one, I always told my children from day one, all it takes is a half a second to nod or to wave at someone. I'm not saying you have to be besties or anything like that. But you give that emo kid, not to stereotype anybody, you give that person that everybody's like, something's just a little off with that person. You just, hey, in the hallway or whatever. And I'm telling you right now, you will not have a target on your back if something does happen to go stray.
Oh, yeah.
You give anybody says hi to you, you give them the courtesy of saying hello back.
Yeah, even if it was just head nod, like, sup.
Right. And that's all it takes. A half a fucking smirk their way will save your ass come a bloody day. I'm sorry, I don't mean to say that, but back to Clint Eastwood. That guy is my hero. I have all of his movies and would buy the bed sheets if I came across them. He was definitely cool.
I think if you do that to the bed sheets, they pretty much make you buy them.
Yeah. Oh, if you came across them. Oh my Lord. Then again, I think his bed sheets would pretty much be falling apart too, because he wasn't James wanting to buy his underwear. That's if he wore them. Right. And again, James, not like she doesn't have to go like she's running for,
office,
class president, but just if somebody takes the time of day to say, hi, Jack, and she's with a couple of, friends or whatever that they don't care about that person, too bad, you know what I mean? Like say, hey, I'll go hang with them and diss those two just for them to understand. I had some guy tell me, let's see, freshman, I think it was in civics class. Had a cool teacher. He was paraplegic in a wheelchair. Not that was cool, but he was a cool person. Besides that, he owned you guys probably didn't hear about it. Maybe you did, Pat, but the Pappy's Pizza chain. It was whatever Pappas. Ron Pappas was his name, actually. Anywho, I was in that class. It's all about, you know your history, or who's your president and your governor and your mayor and what ward in the city you're in and all that shit. And you have to read the editorial of the newspaper, and that's what you discuss the next day. So anyways, this dude who looked like Frankenstein's brother had the balls to tell me that if I got rid of my fat friend and my toothpick 6 foot tall friend, that I would have more friends. I said, if they're anything like you, I'm fucking all set. Okay, because I don't judge people by the outside. I go by how I feel and how we get along toward each other, and you know what I mean, how we treat each other. I don't care what color they are, what shape they are. That's not me. That's never been me. And like I said, I'm all set with being with the popular kids. You know what I mean? Like birds of a feather.
Yeah, popular kids never liked me too much. But that's one of those things. Like you said, it didn't matter if the person's skin color, we went to school with everybody. That was a melting pot. And at the end of the day, like Mama says, we're all human. What color is your brain?
Sesame Street had it right with the Muppets.
This outside packaging means nothing.
Right.
Bottles of water all look different on the outside, but it's still water.
Thanks for joining us. On Little's birthday.
Rhonda, good to see you, and good luck out there, Stu.
How she feels on the inside. We can still get away with this, James. Trust me. I still kind of let some stuff slide sometimes. My husband's always saying, hello. I'm like, hi. No. But I think that's what's going to be the baby's first word is hi, because I know I've heard him say it a couple of times.
Yeah. Now, PA is right. Everyone got along. I remember when I got out of the big city and moved to a more rural area. Went to school there. Like my first day, I was amazed. Everybody was friends. They'd hug each other in the hall. It's good to see you. I'll catch you at fifth period. Everybody was friends. I would get invited to parties, which I never get invited to parties at my other schools, but I'd get invited to parties now. Here I am, the poor kid whose parents buy my clothes at the Goodwill, and I'm going to a party with a kid whose parents bought him an Audi.
Right? Didn't you say your father was also a minister or something?
Yeah. And nobody looked down on me for anything. It was like, you can't bring him here. Look, he's not even dressed right. No, happy. Go on. Beer's over there. They're rolling something in the back. Come on. Hey, everybody, meet the new kid. It was awesome. Let's see what.
Sorry, just going up the list, and I gave the thumbs up to. Let me scroll up there. Reg Slab. You were the one I was chuckling over, and Psst, you want to buy a J? Remember that one?
Oh yeah.
a couple of months ago, I quoted. What the hell was his name? I got him too. I got him on my computer somewhere, but yeah, it was the guy with the overcoat.
Yeah, no, city schools were never good to me, but the country schools, the more subdued areas, that was way better. In city schools, somebody want to kick your butt just because, we go to PS 46 and you're over there at Our Lady of Perpetual Sorrow, and we're enemies because we go to different schools.
Missouri, right? I mean, I understand sports-wise, competition-wise. You know what I mean? Like football games and blah, blah, blah. But it shouldn't be like the outsiders, okay?
Yeah.
Like, you go across the track, get back to where you belong, greaser.
My nephew's up in Tennessee, and they went to one school called Sullivan North, and it was like, and their school rivalry was with Dobbins Bennett or whatever that school was, football wise and soccer and all this. They were rivals, and it's like both of them be like not dating a girl because she went to the other school. It's like, are you freaking stupid? I mean, 2 years from now when all of y'all are graduated, are you not going to date that girl because she's only a cashier at the same grocery store where you're a produce worker? That's freaking ridiculous.
It's funny that you say that because I just saw, have you seen the new Chris Rock thing that he's has up since all the shows? Yeah. It was, what was it called? It's when you choose when you do something. But anyways, part of that was he was talking about Beyonce, how she's gorgeous and la 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 la. And holy shit, she could work at Kmart. She could be a baggage a checkout person and la 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 and still get whoever the hell she wanted. He goes, Jay-Z, on the other hand, if he worked at Kmart or a gas station, there's no way he could score Beyonce.
Yeah, and I don't know, maybe that's the difference between guys and girls, because a guy sees a girl and he's like, she's hot, I'd like to date her, I want her, I'd take her out, and it doesn't matter if she's a waitress or a teacher or whatever. It didn't matter, but sometimes girls look at guys and it's like, oh yeah, we're wonderful, but he's a janitor.
You know what, though? You know what COVID taught everybody? Doctors and lawyers aren't necessary. Well, okay, doctors, yeah. But it's the truck drivers, your farmers, the people that work in the stores to stock the shelves for you, your first responders, number one. You know what I mean? Like nurses, I still say nurses do way more than the doctors, and they should get better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think some of the greatest unsung heroes, and anybody who's lived anywhere with disasters, hey, that's all of us. Let's put a big hand out there to our linemen.
Yep.
I mean, busting out to try and keep the power on, and You
Yep.
know, when the spit has hit the spam, you know, that's some front line right there.
Right.
Yes,
Which
you
is
know,
that's
we'll
what I
be
was
all
going
like,
to
"Oh
kind
my
of,
god, it's terrible," and they're out there trying to fix it.
which is what I was trying to, and again, not to put you on the spot, Joe, but I was telling Joe, because she always says she tends to find the same type of person because you're looking in the same circle. You need to walk
Yeah.
away from your cops. You need to walk away from your fire guys. You need to
Mhm.
find yourself a great mechanic, or you know what I mean, like electrician, somebody that can always benefit you. You know what I mean, like
Find
besides
find
having a
find
partner,
someone you love, and
right?
it doesn't matter if they're a one man show lawn service or the guy who owns the big lawn business in town. It doesn't matter if they're a house painter or I'm a construction man. I'm just a framer. It doesn't
Right,
matter,
right.
you know.
And that's what I said. You need to do the opposite of what you normally do. So instead of going for your first responders with the police and the fire people and the EMTs that never seem to work out, try a normal human being. You know what I mean? Like being around them, anyways. I'm not saying,
Hold on, someone's taking pictures of my home. I'll be right back.
oh, even, you know what I mean? Like I was a janitor. I was on the maintenance department before I got hurt at work. I worked at an aluminum casting foundry, only female out of 4 people in the maintenance department. And I, cleaned the whole building, industrial working area, as well as the upper office. I climbed that ladder to the roof to change the filters in the air conditioning and heating units. I've cleaned out grinding machine bottoms and in the slurry department. Let me tell you, I busted ass. But when it came to me being promised the position in the office, things kind of changed towards Bean, because I'll tell you right now, the hoity-toities in the office, they ain't gonna be rubbing elbows with the chick that's been cleaning their fucking toilet for 6 years. You know what I mean? Like, no. So even though I was promised stuff, you know what I mean? And then I went from being on the maintenance department, we had 5 layoffs. I worked second shift, so we got now 5 out of the whole second shift, probably like 30 to 35 people. 5 of us remained and were put on first shift. Well, being I was on maintenance, but I also did like a lot of the cleaning, you can't really be doing that stuff during the actual day shift. There's telephone calls being made and la la la. You can't really be vacuuming. Hubby's in the house. So I was forced to work in shipping. Hello, I wasn't hired to work in the fucking shipping department. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I ended up getting hurt, because I lifted a 60-pound box of aluminum stuff, and this shoulder kind of was like, rah! So I was like, ouchies. And that arm went numb for like a split second, but that's all you need to lose your grip on 60 fucking pounds. And it slid down my body, like it crashed into my groin, my hip area, and then down my leg to the floor. And just to make it a long story short, I only got compensated for the hip because they tried to say that the shoulder was unrelated. The shoulder was the whole reason I dropped the freaking thing. But whatever, never got here or there. But like I said, you definitely get stereotyped into, whatever position you hold in that, and that's not right either. Person shouldn't.
You should be able to do
You
whatever you want and learn and grow. I know I'm a one-man operation, but Bean, if you lived closer, I'd find you a position on my staff.
Shut up. Hubby is in the building. Hubby,
I need a
you know
drum
he's still
set.
playing, right? Holy shit. Sacrifice part of my dining room, living room, kitchen space to make my shop. LOL, recycle the bed frame into a workbench. Awesome. Hi. What are you doing? Where's Grandpa? He's out there. Hey, Grandpa! Grampy! Grandpa! Look, he's got his arms out. Come get me! Come on with me, Grandpa.
Oh wait, Mama's telling a joke here. Two potatoes are standing on a street corner. How can you tell which one is the prostitute? Do tell.
Something about eyes. No. Monster. Grampy called you monster. Pick felt cold this morning too.
I'm still waiting to find out about the damn potatoes.
I know. What's up? Unless I get divorced. LOL. That's not happening. I got a wife who is awesome, and I'm not losing her. There you go, PA Patriot Prospecting.
Amen to that.
Idaho is what she said. Idaho. One is stamped. Oh, Danny said it. She's got a stamp saying Idaho. Michigan Gem said it too. Well, you guys are on it. I'm kind of like, I'm thinking potatoes and eyes, and I didn't even think they come from Idaho. They come from other places too, but there you go. You guys, that's too funny. I got it though. You said it exactly the right way. It was a little typo at the end, but I still got it. And since Milo's across the room over there, what are you eating? Number one. Number two is that awful smell I smell coming from you? I love these little onesies because they're like, they remind me of like the 1940s bathing suits for guys. You get the little leggy things. Or wrestlers. Put them up. Wow, you see that, guys? He was just standing all by himself. Oh, I didn't raise my mug to vehicles, did I? I digged a hole. Welcome, vehicles. Hi, poopy poops. Oh yeah, I gotta be careful. The last time I did the sideways check. Bean, did you tell everyone what we bought? For you or for the baby? I did show them what we got for the baby. It's coming in tomorrow. However, the batteries that it says it takes 3 batteries, C batteries, are just for the sound, the vibration, and music. Because it plays nature sounds, music, and vibrates. But the kid, apparently, like kicking or whatever, just its movements is what actually rocks the freaking thing. But whatever, because he likes being rocked, so I can even just sit him in that thing in front of the TV. It holds you up to 40 pounds. It shows a kid that looks like he's 4. However, at that point, he's just kind of using it in the stationary position and probably has the vibration on as he's screwing, watching whatever. But yeah, I need something because he has this walker bouncer. He has this little, little bouncer thingy. He's got the one that hangs in the doorway bouncer, and then we have the one swing, and that swing shit the bed. So I definitely need something to put him in that he's not gonna he still might freak out, but we'll see. And this thing folds pretty much flat, so we can throw it in the car and take it with us when we go camping, and he'll have something to rock. I'll be hanging in my egg chair on the patio. He'll probably be with me on that most of the time. Dog. Hi, Milo. Gotta start bringing lunch to the job. Oh, Jesus, getting. You guys don't have a lunch truck that comes to you guys? PA?
Man, used to love hitting the roach coaches.
Oh,
you know,
my God. Some of
always good
them
food.
had some really yum. When I worked at the dental lab, that's probably the last time I bought off of a roach coach. So that was quite a while ago. But man, he used to have like mashed potatoes with like, what do you call them? Croquettes, chicken croquettes or something.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 of them in the little boat thing with the gravy and mashed potatoes and
Mhm.
you know,
Oh yeah, some of them
cheeseburgers.
have good food. I mean, you can get lasagna or stuffed ziti.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, for your $3, you got a bowl of salad. You know that thing would be swimming in ranch.
yeah. Ranch dressing. Oh my god, I used to use Italian dressing till they came out with ranch.
When I went to tractor trailer
Jump.
school, and
Jump.
we had the third shift class, so it was middle of the night. And this one roach coach would come around, and of course, this was all end of the day stuff. So it was old, it was dried up, it was good, And the guys' prices were outlandish, And me and the guy I was rooming with, we were like, we could do this better. So we got a cooler and all the right stuff, and we showed up. And when the roach coach showed up, we opened up the trunk of his car, and we had big old ham and cheese hoagies, Italian sandwiches. We had them all lined up there, all at a great price. We still made a profit, but we'd sell out every night, because nobody wanted to go and pay $8 at the roach coach for one of those bologna and cheese sandwiches that's, cut in half in the little triangle package.
Right. Yep.
When you can get a fresh sandwich we just made 2 hours ago, and it's got the capicola, it's got everything. We did one day, he brought his thing, and then we had but we were doing hot pastrami's out there. We cleaned up.
There you go, babe. I was waiting for you to say it. He finally did. I kind of mentioned that to my hubby a few years back.
Ooh,
about, hey, maybe we should get like a food truck, la la la. You go wherever like the outdoor activities are. If they have motocross or a freaking snowmobile, blah, blah, you know what I mean? And you can do either hot and cold shit. Or even do like pizza by the slices, or, shit like that. But
now there's food truck day. We're like down at one of the big parks. There's like the second Friday of every month. There'll be like 20 food trucks out there, and people come just to enjoy that.
Right.
And when we were traveling, there were a couple of towns we were in that had these big food truck restaurant areas set up where there'd be 10 or 12 food trucks, and then a big open area with picnic tables and umbrellas and stuff. And this was like permanent home for these people. It's like the business is coming through. They all, you go over here and get Mexican, you go over there and get Chinese. Here's your burgers, here's your pizza, here's another burger choice over there.
Well, shit, it's like going to the carnival.
Fried mushrooms. Yeah, it was freaking awesome.
So hubby ordered, when we ordered the baby's rocker, he decided he was going to get a new metal detector, and he's going for he ordered the Legend that everybody's been talking about. The Legend Pro Pack is what he said he ordered.
Nice.
So we'll have 3 metal detectors, and he was kind of like leery.
Something's out of balance here, though.
What?
There's something out of balance here. Now, the baby gets something new. Pick gets something new. What are you getting?
I got the rocking chair before Christmas so that I could rock the baby because my other rocking chair was making way too much noise.
So basically, the chair's for the baby. Okay. I think somebody need to hang.
Oh, you know what I did get? I got my hanging egg chair.
All right. Okay. As long as you're getting something out of the deal.
Of course. Yes. Yeah. And I would say, that I also got my own metal detector, last year. I was just camera bitch for a while, okay?
Yeah.
But then it was like, hey, I want to swing it too. But with my osteoarthritis, I didn't want to sink a lot of money in a machine and then after 6 months get tired and not use it anymore. So I got the Vanquish 440 because the Vanquish is a Mind Lab product. So it's kind of like the little sister to the Equinox.
Mm-hmm.
It's like sweeping a broom, and I do find stuff with it. So anybody that has issues with weight, because let me tell you right now, that Equinox, I mean, wow, I can feel the difference. You know what I mean?
I have some machines that are pretty heavy, but what I have found with most of the heavy machines is a lot of it is about counterbalance. That's why I put my hand digger and my pinpointer up on the arm cuff, and it helps with the counterbalance. Now you're not constantly straining to hold that that coil off the ground because you've got a little extra weight in the back that helps with that.
Rhonda,
You know,
we do have
you
a
look at a
stove.
machine and here's the handle. You need
So
a
that's
counterbalance.
what I could say that we got. Actually, Pat, my carrot is mounted onto my shaft. So that it's less
I'm going to send you an application, girl.
it's less shit to have to worry about forgetting on the ground. The only thing that I have to turn around and make sure I have is my handheld digger. But the carrot will be like doing, doing on that long coil. If I forget about it and I start walking away, and then I'll go, oh yeah, and I just put it in the holster. But when we start back in spring, I'm hoping to incorporate this one in a front carrying holster or whatever you want to call it. Harness holster. And he's going to be the one with the pinpointer. You know what I mean? It's going to be his little hand probing for whatever the hell signal that we happen to find. And we're going to bring him in slowly that way, huh, baby? And he gets to play in the dirt, which what kid don't like to do that?
I know. And then when he's like, I gotta go, you can just dig a hole and hold him over it. Go on, go.
Right? You're right. I was gonna say he's a boy. He don't give a shit. I'm sure he's not going to give a crap. But yes, you're right. Whoever said the thing about the stove, of course, that is a dual purpose gift. Good morning, JP Lonzimore in the house.
JP.
We bought the stove 2 weeks ago. The new stove, the new gas stove that's still sitting in the back room. So I asked hubby last night, I think it was. So, guy, I think maybe we can take the paneling off the wall in the closet so we can slide the stove through because we live in a trailer and our main freaking way to come in are 2 sliders off of a porch so that the fucking doors don't even like match up. They're kind of like this. Okay. But I measured like the front of our stove and the depth of the stove. So if we do sideways, we should be able to get it through. And or hubby could always take one of the sliders off. Hey guy, hey.
Yeah. I know when I last time I helped somebody move a stove in a trailer, the door was too thin.
Yeah, that's the one that goes out to the workshop. It's
so
like
we took the top of the stove off, hit 6 screws and removed the sides, then get it through and put the sides and the top back on. You know, because it was easier than trying to figure out how are we going to get this door off, and I don't know anything about that stuff with
I think the
holes.
long way of the stove is like 26 inches, and I think the doorway opening of the slider is 29. So I'm hoping if we go in that way, but it was like, so guy, like, you think maybe we can take the stove out of the crate so we can push it through the stupid closet into the dining room where the Bob Ross painting is that I'm probably going to, once it starts getting a little warmer, go back to being out there to do my streams. And then, because he's kind of like leery with the whole gas thing. So I just watched 3 different how to remove an old gas stove and put a new one in there. And it's pretty freaking simple. really is number one, you want to shut off the gas and unplug your plug because it usually has like an electric start when it goes click, 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 click. So, anyways,
Yeah.
those are the two main things you do first. Then you need at least two wrenches, one a wrench and one a channel lock, because you have one area where you want to make sure that part doesn't unscrew, and then you unscrew it from the back of the stove. Okay, take that off. When you put the new piece in, you can either use a little plumbing tape, plumber's tape, or the gunky stuff that they give you, and you screw that on. Then they give you some other stuff, or they tell you to use soapy freaking water in a spray bottle, and you spray it. And if there
look for
any
bubbles.
any bubbles come up, then it's not a tight fit. You have to redo it. La la la. No bubbles, you're good. Then you put the other
No!
you put the other side in. Rosa's in the house. She digs it UK. I also saw the lucky
What's
James
up?
Eller is in the house also. Thank you so much for joining us this
I
morning.
thought that biscuit had disappeared from the face of the earth. Good to see you, girl.
Thank you guys so much for coming. So yeah, it's pretty easy from what I've seen. You know what I mean? Oh, and then they say it's kind of like camping, babe. When you first turn it on, you got to let it purge. You know what I mean? So you
Fine,
got to
yeah.
let that air, the gas, push the air out, and then poof, and then each burner will come on. So as long as we don't have bubbles coming up from that main thing, and then they're like, you want to tighten it snug, but not over tighten it, and that's why you use the channel lock on that big nut, because where the little square piece in the back is, which must be for your pilots, I'm going to think. You don't want to fuck up that piece, you know what I mean? So you just hold that so you're not unscrewing it. But I watched it, I understand it, not a prob. I don't think we should have a problem. It's just getting them in and out of here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I want my stove. You know, I want to start cooking in that oven again. Oh, that's another thing. You gotta clean the inside of your stove, even though it's, or oven, I should say, even though it's brand new. You clean it out, and then you cook. You let it run at 400 for how many minutes? You know, and you must like burn off.
Yeah. You don't want any chemicaliness or anything like that.
Right? Yeah.
You know.
So yep, I made sure I like I told him, anything you ever have questions about, look on YouTube, man. You have a gazillion videos of people doing the same shit, only they already did it. You know what I mean? So you just find whichever one you think is like ours, and you go from there.
And my brother's Jeep broke down a few weeks ago, and we couldn't open the hood. And the mechanic guy's like, if I can't open the hood, I can't fix it. So if I can't open the hood, you're just going to have to come back and get it. And I'm like, okay, these things been around for the last 23 years with the same hood latch mechanism. There's got to be a way to open it. You know, as soon as I pulled up YouTube, 20 videos on how to open that exact hood, all of them under 3 minutes. You know, I showed him my brother. I said, so, you know, if he charges you an hour and a half labor to open the hood, show him the video and get him to change the bill.
Right.
And when all was said and done, he said, oh, yeah, it's ready. We went down, we looked at the bill. We were like, for real? Come on. Well, this was, it's like, no. Because basically all this guy did besides open the hood was change the spark plugs and do an oil change. That ain't no $500 job. And I know it didn't take that much to open the hood, because you can literally crawl under the Jeep, reach up with your hand, and pop the mechanism.
Right. Babe, what did Lowe's want to charge you for delivery of the hot water tank, and then to install the new one and take the old one away? I think was like crazy. He was like, I don't think so. So he asked a coworker, and the coworker came over and was going to hook it up for us, but he said the one that we got was a tall boy, and it's a little bit taller than the one that's already there. So ceiling height, he isn't going to have enough room to
Yeah.
the attachments. So he told him to go with the keg style one, the short squat ones.
Yeah, the low boy.
Right, but the funny thing is our freaking hot water tank started back up because apparently during one of the storms it tripped the breaker, but not all the way. You know what I mean? To lose power elsewhere, but apparently it was enough to trip the heater part
Yeah.
of the hot water tank. So after hubby did whatever he did, thinking, we'll shut the power off for the coworker. When the coworker left, he went back to the breaker panel and put it back on. Stop.
And then you can hear it crackling
And he heard it
warming
sizzling, and he's like, "Oh, it sounds like it's heating up."
Yeah.
So I was getting ready to fill up a pan of water and heat it to do the dishes, and he was like, "Hold on for a second," and he turns the knob towards hot, and I said, "Well, it might be tepid from sitting there, but it sure as hell ain't gonna be hot enough to do dishes." And we had hot water. I'm like, shut up. A month with no fucking hot water.
They wanted to charge me a fortune for my hot water heater, just like you guys, so I did it myself. I still don't have the old one out of here, but the new hot water heater itself was only $400.
Yeah, ours too.
And this thing is incredible. It's got a self-cleaning mode.
Wow.
So with the little digital lights on front, so it doesn't get the scaling and calcium and sulfur and all this built up inside.
$2,700.
It makes a funky little noise, and then you can hear this stuff going on where it's doing its self-cleaning, and then it flushes out all the junk water from the bottom. Wow. And you can see it outside, all the scale and stuff it's gone. It expels it. It does that about once every 2 months. It's like the coolest thing. It's like awesome. This thing still weighs 500 pounds because I can't get the water out of it. Even after breaking off the valve at the bottom, it's just so scaled and encrusted in there. It's like, let the new owners deal with it sometime down the line.
Just replaced last year and got all the doodads too.
Oh yeah,
the hot water heater.
Yep.
Yeah, $2,700 is what they quoted him.
Yep.
To do to bring it, deliver it, install it, and it's electric. It's not gas. So you're talking 2 pipes and a wire.
Yeah, well, 3 wires. A lot of people don't know this. Your hot water heater is only 110, and you hook up those wires at the top and put the little cover on. During hurricanes, ice storms, whatever powers out, you got a generator going.
Yeah.
You can unhook your hot water heater's power, attach it to an actual extension cord, plug it into your generator, and get hot water.
Oh, no shit.
So, no, you can literally just plug it right into the generator. That is what we do. So when everybody else says, "Oh no," and the generator only runs this, that, and the other thing, we're taking hot showers. We're washing our clothes, in hot water and doing what we got to do. But yeah, you can actually just plug one in. Still a gale here. Oof. I don't need any cold weather. Nope. Shoot, it's 57 here right now.
57. What is it supposed to be today? Right now it says 37 and sunny. Ooh. I think it said it was supposed to be like in the 40s, possibly 50 today. I mean, it's still only 11 o'clock in the morning. See, I have 1,000 friends in the business. Plumber charged me $100, and I gave him. Yeah, hubby was going to do the same thing, pay his coworker. Obviously not $2,700 freaking dollars. You know what I mean? Like, if there's anything that he likes, I don't think he puffs. He may drink. You know what I mean? And I'm like, so get him a freaking 30-pack or something. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't have to drink them here while he's doing the job.
Yeah. Last time at my sister-in-law's house, she wanted me to put a peephole in the door. And she was like, well, I talked to the guy, but he wanted to charge me too much for that. And it's just a little peephole thing. She's like, I've got the peephole right here. I just need it put in the door. So it's like, yeah, I can do that.
Can't you just use a drill and just be like,
yeah, well, she came unglued. She's like, you're drilling a hole in my door. It's like, it's a peephole.
Yeah, how the hell do you expect that to work?
And you're looking at the mechanism itself. And I mean, what did you think I was going to do? It's like, that's what I was trying to avoid. It's like, then you could have gotten a step stool and looked out the top window.
Right, a window or those things you open up, hello, and get a knife in the eye.
I mean, it just, I don't get her sometimes.
Some people, some freaking people. Some weekend people.
37 near Niagara Falls. That's about the kind of weather where you need to go to long pants.
A gooby dooby 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 doo. Hey. Hey. Put a camera outside your door. Right? Right?
Oh, yeah. He's going to be fun when he's old enough to swear. Yeah.
When he's what? Old enough to swing?
Swear.
Oh. Hopefully he won't for a while. We don't want him going to day school. With her daycare being like, right here, grabbing his Huggies.
Yeah. I remember this was one of the first times I got in trouble in school was probably like kindergarten. You know, teacher had to have my mom come in and explain to her what a dim shit was. Because, you know, I called somebody a dim shit. That's what mom called us. This kid was being a dim shit. So I called him that. And I don't think the teacher had ever heard that before.
Right? Almost t-shirt weather here. Laugh my ass off. Reg Lab says. Yeah, so you get the same temps we do, Mama. No, I think it's cute. Well, not cute, but yeah, cute. When little kids are like trying to say that somebody, you know, like a sibling or whatever, they just did the bad word. Oh, what bad word? You know, the bad word we're not supposed to say. Well, there's a whole bunch. My sister telling on my brother one day, or my brother telling on us one day, and he said, "It sounds like mustard." So one of us called him a bastard.
Yeah. And mom got us a pool table one year.
Awesome.
I think we were maybe 7 or 8. You know,
also one of them cheap metal ones.
Oh yeah, because you know, and it was used, but you know, that was it. At least we had one, and that's when she allowed us to do our first cussing. She was like, you could call each other a jackass, and if something was really bad, you could say "son of a bitch." You know, that was like, go to school. Mom gave us permission to swear, but only when we're playing pool.
It's funny because I've seen videos where parents tell their kids, this is the one time and only the one time that you get to say one swear word. And they're all like, oh my God. And they don't take any time to think. Okay. And they're like, all right, la, 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 la. And it was, I swear to God, the youngest one just screamed out, motherfucker. Oh my God. And everybody was like, and then one girl said a word that most females, you know, get very upset about, blah, 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 blah. But it's like being conditioned. If you hear it all the time, it doesn't have the same effect on you, okay? Like my kids and myself would probably kill you more if you called us fat than called us a C word. You know what I'm saying? Where other women would be like ready to slice your throat for saying the C word.
Yeah. And again, it's about conditioning. You know, I mean, my grandfather cussed with every breath he drew. That was just, that was
my
life.
mother was French Canadian, and when she was pissed, she swore, okay? And you have the balls to say that we sound like construction workers. Mom, we learned it from you, Mom.
Mhm. Yeah. Where'd you learn this? Who taught you this?
I
Mom's
still remember
boyfriend?
the first time my brother, who is the youngest out of all of us, he was the number 6 and one and only boy. And I don't know, I think he was preteen at the time, and he cussed and he said something, and my father was like, "What the hell? You sound just like your sisters." Hey, sorry. What do you want? You had all girls. You moved us into a low income project. It is what it is, man.
Yeah, and,
We didn't go to jail and commit bank robbery and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
better to have him cussing like his sisters than saying things like, "That is so darling."
Oh my God. Yeah, we were kind of worried about that, but everything's cool. The thing about that is he knows women so well that whoever he's with will be treated well. You know what I mean?
That's funny, Rig.
Speaking of saying SOD, my buddy has his. Oh, that's too funny. When we were younger, there was a French song, Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? They played that on the radio.
Mhm.
My mother spoke French and father spoke French fluently. We didn't. Here we are. We're just bebopping, singing a song. My mother cuffed us. I never want to hear you say that again. We're like, what are we saying? You know what I mean? Like, we're like in 5th grade, 4th grade. We're singing what we hear on the freaking radio. I
Yeah.
never want to hear you sing that song again. Like, oh, but it's okay to sing My Ding-a-Ling, right?
Yeah. Or Rich Girl by Hall & Oates, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Rich Girl.
Right. Oh my God. Too funny. Yeah, and my kids grew up like having an eclectic style. I mean, I sang songs from when I remember my parents singing, you know what I mean? Then it was like a combination of folk group songs that I remember and sang to them. Then their dad, who was a biker guy, so they knew shit from like Cypress Hill and Dr. Dre and, you know, NWA and whatever, all those things. And, you know, some rap and la 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 and TLC. And they knew, you know, then it was like, now it's whatever the hell is out there. That's a whole different type of music.
Oh, yeah.
But anything that has a nice beat that you can freaking get down in.
Yeah. But you know, I think I loved the music in the 70s, man.
Yep, 70s and 80s were,
dude, bring back some Donna Summer, some Patti LaBelle, you know, right? Let's listen to, I'm serious, listen to the good music. That was all awesome stuff, you know. So many great artists back in the 70s, and the music was still 99% clean. You could actually dance to it. When I hear music nowadays on the radio, and my wife listens to all the modern stuff, all I can think of is, how are they dancing to this? And so much of it is dark themed music. It's like, how's that going to lift up a crowd?
It's almost like a combination of mosh pit twerking.
Yeah, it's
like, no, I'm all set with, I used to love going out and dancing back in the day. Of course, it didn't happen, every day. It didn't even happen every weekend. I had 2 kids. I was a mom, but every once in a great while, like 6 months down the road, I'd be able to go out. And again, dancing was a great way of staying in shape, you know what I mean? Like, I definitely miss, like, not so much sweating to the oldies, but aerobics, jazzercise, shit like that. Well, now they have Zumba. Actually, I saw this thing I came across the other day on, was it TikTok? Dude, they had people on, like, think of sensory swings. You know how they have those hooks that just ratchet around, okay? You're in a harness. These women are like, it's like a Lara Croft freaking
Yeah,
Aerobics class. They're like, they take
bouncing
some
off the
steps and
walls.
yeah, oh my god, they jump into fahoo, and then they come back. And I'm like, I would love to join a freaking class like that. I don't know if I could do it. Well, they're in a harness, so
Oh,
not too
dude,
much, with my hips. As long as
I've,
you
I've
have
seen them
something,
doing that stuff, and it's like I would just run in a big circle and take flight.
right?
Look,
Oh
I'm
my
Peter
god,
Pan.
wasn't that so cool? Every Saturday and Sunday, my mother played country and western. This was picked.
Mhm.
I know all before the 80s. Yeah, like Tammy Wynette and blah blah blah. Stand by your man.
Well, country music was great back in the 70s too, man. When you had Mickey Gilley was still putting out, everybody knew who Conway Twitty was. That was good stuff. You can't forget Jerry Reed because he was a big part of the 70s music. I don't know of anybody that
Johnny Cash.
doesn't like Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Right?
I don't care what kind of music you listen to. You hear that
And
on
they
the radio.
even featured that on the Muppets. No.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, see, I couldn't do it. I would be beating the living shit out of her. I'm sorry. I don't care if she has anger issues.
I'd be
It,
putting NyQuil in her Kool-Aid.
you gotta do like. See, Joe said number one, she can't get proper help for her. But then on the same token, her daughter straight flat out said that she would refuse to take the medicine. I don't think so. I would hold your goddamn nose until you swallowed it. You know what I mean? Of course, then she'd probably stick her finger down her throat and
Yeah.
puke it back up. But
James Taylor was good too. Maybe put a little bit of old high karate aftershave on a dish towel and hold it over. These things work.
you get your house back, your dog back, your wife back, your truck doesn't break down, and life is sunshine and rainbows.
That's it.
It is true. Like, can you not have a happy fucking country western song? They all have to be tearjerkers. Yeah, and it sucks, Joe, because it's not like you can strap her down to your bed, because then you're going to be like one of those the people with the 14 kids that were tied to the bed.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even remember their name, but you know what I mean. They had all their kids in the thing one and thing two freaking t-shirts when they went on vacation and they got remarried and all that stuff. Are you kidding me? Like, ugh. High karate. I remember that back in the 60s, man.
Yeah, it had little pictures on the label on how to fight off the women.
High karate. Yep, that was before Menin. Then they came out with, Old Spice and
Old Spice was around forever.
Yeah.
And
then let's see.
I always
Polo and Drakkar Noir. Those are.
I always liked Aramis. That was my smell, and that's what I had when I met my wife. I didn't know that was the same cologne her dad used. So
no shit. Oh yeah, and English leather. That was another.
Yeah, so I switched colognes because it was like I don't want to smell like her dad. That's not going to make things romantic.
I don't care if she's taller than you. She's a split fucking twig, Joe. Well, you have the power. I don't give a rat's ass if she's taller than you. All you have to do is, and again, not to sound, you're bigger than she is. That's all I have to say. Bulldoze her ass. Put her in a scissor lock and hold her with your legs. You know what I mean? Whatever. Even if you have to do it like this, like a nutcracker, who fucking cares? Get it all on camera on your phone. So when you have to go in front of the judge, you have proof on why you have to do that shit. Because you just can't get help with her. And like I said, man, she needs to be on medicine because I really don't want her to hurt you. Like I said, I don't care about taller. You take somebody's knee out, they're going down to the ground, okay? And I'm not saying with a bat. I'm just saying with your own knee, just hit her in the side of the knee and she'll fall down, or behind the
Oh
knee.
yeah, your
She looks
size
away.
doesn't matter, man. I mean, I was in this
Smash
one.
her with a pillow from the couch. You know what I mean? Like it's a surprise attack. You can't
Oh
let
yeah,
this chick freaking win
dude,
over you.
get a banjo. I saw a guy get hit with a banjo once. He didn't get up. I just bang.
Like I said,
get a
a
banjo.
girlfriend, I feel for you. I really do. I'm not in your shoes, and I'm sorry if I upset you in any way, shape, or form. But like I said, no. I hold her down to calm her down. Yeah, I did it for 2 hours, and she's on meds. She flushed them down. See what I mean? Again, you can't let her be in control of her meds. You have to be. Whether, like we said, sneak it in whatever food she's eating, dissolve it in a soda.
Yeah.
Drink
If you
soda.
want me to undo the ankle cuffs, you'll take the pill.
Yeah. If you don't want to do the sparkly straitjacket and ball gag, oops, sorry. You take the medicine. You don't take the medicine, then guess who's going bye-bye on a little stay somewhere else? And they're not going to put up with your shit.
My brother hated taking medicine, and he had to for his eyes and stuff. And one of the things my mom used to do was she'd open up the pills and dump those little pellets out into jelly and just put it in our peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Sometimes she'd bring us lunch and she'd have to check, no, this one's your brother's. You know, because he got the medicine.
My mom used to crush up our aspirin or whatever medicine we had to take. She would crush it up with 2 spoons, scrape it off the bottom spoon, and pour a little maple syrup on it. You know what I mean? And you swallow it, and it makes it taste that much better. But if she's in control of taking her own medicine, and that's exactly what Joe said months ago, that she said she would just throw them away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, look at the baby. He's passed out.
Oh, no, he's not. Who's ain't passed out? I'm still here to party. Bring me another one. I can handle
it. I totally understand. I understand, Mama, that I don't know why. You have to go to a different doctor. Go to one from the state. I don't know. But I don't understand how all these doctors can be refusing to help your daughter when she obviously has some issues. Anger issues, you said, was one of them. He's definitely going tonight. DMDD. She could get help she needs.
Not sure what that is, and
she needs a program like Voice Town or Orchid Place. She doesn't know how to handle her anger. Fight or flight, exactly. And unfortunately, though, what is it going to take? Joe being hospitalized because her daughter loses it on her on a bad day when her lupus is flared up. You know what I mean? She definitely needs some kind of treatment because she's not taking her medicine. So that's right there. She's sabotaging her own health and yours. You know what I mean? And that right there is a reason to have her not committed, and I don't mean to say that, but to be put in a program until she's better.
Or maybe just some time with a good behavioral therapist.
Right. Yep.
I mean, that works for Cousin Todd with all of his anger issues.
It's hard. My insurance doesn't cover a lot, but there isn't a lot of child psychologists out there. And again, Joe, then that's when you sign your daughter up, just your daughter, for state-run medical insurance. And then she might probably be able to get that help. You know what I mean? Because there are more programs for people that are on the state.
Good luck out there, Brian. Let us know if you find anything good, man, and
Thanks
stay
for
warm.
stopping by, Vehicles.
Mm-hmm,
Have a great day.
And if y'all get a chance, remember to stop by Brewers tonight. Gonna be a great live stream over there.
Pat, can I ask you to do me a favor?
I can try.
Can you keep them amused while I go drop off Little's?
Ooh, okay. How
And
about
take-
some Hawaiian nose music?
There you go. Just don't share any nose tappy.
Here we go. All right. Thank you. All right, there we go. So, good little crowd going in here. Let me pop over and see exactly how many there are because I can't tell from the. We got 11 people watching. That's awesome. Always fun to get together and catch up with everybody. I've been enjoying the Sunday morning early show with Swifty. We're getting a good crowd there and having lots of laughs. So thank everybody for coming over to that for sure. And getting caught up on a lot of sticker work. I sent out 6 packages this morning. I got 2 more jobs lined up for this afternoon. I still got to make this big load of shirts for a local garage, but they're not in a hurry. And that's going to take a lot of hours, probably like 4 days altogether. Can I make my eyebrows dance? I don't know. I've never tried. Nope, apparently not. I know how to make a Kleenex dance, though. You just got to put a little boogie in it. Okay. Take it easy, Reg. Hopefully we'll see you at Brewers tonight, man. But yeah. On my countdown here, May 4th, I'll be going to the dentist and getting all my teeth done. That is to say, they're going to take them all out and fit me with some dentures. And that will be a good thing, even though it's super expensive and I can't really afford it. But having all of that nastiness out of my mouth should make me more healthy in general, and that will be a good thing. So, looking forward to that, but kind of not looking forward to that. At least I won't be in pain anymore, and I'll be able to eat normal stuff again, because I got to tell y'all, I miss apples. I was on a mission to try one of every kind of apple there is, and there's like over 200, and I ain't even halfway through the list yet, so it'd be nice to get that little project going again. That was one of the non-detecting things on my bucket list. Yeah, Danny, mine's costing me $13,900, but I don't have that kind of cash, so I've got to finance it and make the payments, and with the payments, it's going to come out to like $27,000. So every extra dime I make from stickers, I'm throwing that in there every freaking month and knocking down that principal as fast as I can. But it's a spendy venture. Nice.
My, did you just puke on the floor? Jesus, it's always something. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So, catching up was telling everybody about my teeth and about the morning show. So now you're up to speed.
Your daughter has also been diagnosed as autistic. Yeah. So she's on the spectrum. That right there, Joe, you should be able to get her some care. Like I said, you definitely look into state insurance or like a program that Mama said, okay? When you look into it, it's, the About Us and all of that stuff. Well, they will say at the bottom what they accept for insurances.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So again, it's something to look at, and I am not knocking you, girlfriend. You know, I have no words because I'm trying not. I don't want to say what comes to mind and upset you. You know what I mean? But um, definitely look at programs. Look at the insurances that they accept. Your daughter's only 13, correct? She just turned a teenager, so you have until she's 18 to be receive assistance, any type of help from the state, because you cannot afford that on your own. You're a single mother. Again, you should be able to apply for certain programs to help you, because she's gone far too long without any help. You know what I mean? And you've gone far too long with trying to make the best out of this situation and help her. But again, um your lupus flares up more, you're feeling less up for the challenge, you know what I mean? And I just don't want her to have a bad day on a day that you're having a bad day and have it be an extremely bad day. So we're all here for you. No judgment. We just want to make sure that you're both in a safe place.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sorry about that. Checking emails real quick.
Care credit is awesome. Why does that sound familiar? I think I had that at one point for my dentures. She'll be able to do even with what you make to get her some help from the state, right? I would think so, Bill. And again, no, she's not autistic. Okay. Not, no one's pointing fingers. I'm just going with what I just read. I thought the person knew. Because again, autism there, trust me, my grandson will be 7 months old on the 25th. And let me tell you right now, I have done research on, like, right now, it's still too early. Like, thank God all his steps are going great. Okay. But I still know where he came from in the situation and circumstances. And I've seen these things with children that have autism that when they were babies, they didn't show any signs of it. They made eye contact, they smiled, they had emotion. And then, like, when they reach 18 months or whatever, or something flips a switch, and all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Like, I am like,
Mm-hmm.
not killing myself, but he's been doing this a lot lately, looking at his hands, but he's 7 fucking months old, so he's just realizing, hey, these are my mitts. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, that's something kids with autism are very interested in their hands,
Mm-hmm.
like super focused, okay? And again, I pray that nothing like that happens, but I'm also trying to fucking prepare myself mentally for anything could happen, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have been saying it, honey. Like I said, my thing is I love you guys both. You're an amazing mother. I know what it's like to be a single mom. I raised 2 kids, both of my kids. However, whatever their issues possibly were, or they're not diagnosed like your daughter is, and she definitely needs help. And that's all I'm saying, because again, if she hurt you, where's she gonna go? She's gonna be a fucking ward of the state. That's where she's gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because who's gonna take her? Your own family doesn't step up and say, "Hey, well, you know what I mean?" La la la. And
Yeah.
again,
And the state won't get her the help she needs at that point. They'll just over medicate her.
yeah, and they'll force her to take
Mm-hmm.
it. Like I said, with the pinching the nose, you're gonna breathe,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna suck down your. But then again, she can put the fingers in her mouth and make herself puke it up. Unless she's straitjacketed and you can't put your fingers in your mouth and you don't have use of your arms. No one wants to see that happen, for crying out loud. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Every state has different state help, and some are better than others. Also, the state may make it very hard to get what aid they provide. Well, if it was for my daughter's benefit and myself, if it meant moving to a neighboring state or a state with better health care, in the experience work that you're in, Joe, with the EMTs, a firefight, anything. You could be a dispatcher. I'm not telling you how to live your life or what choices to make. But if Michigan is not doing what they should be doing for you and your daughter,
good morning, Twain.
It might be
Coins is
time to
up
think
in
of,
the house.
going to a different state that might offer you something better. DTS Coins, thank you for joining us this morning. Sorry I was rambling. Move to California, she would be fully covered and you would make a lot more money.
Then again, you'd be in California. Yeah.
You know what the funny thing is? Like, I've seen a couple of memes here and there where they're like, talking about people that live in New England in cold states, and they're like, why do I live in a state that hurts my face? I'll tell you why. No scorpions in this, no freaking earthquakes, no flooding, no wildfires, pretty much, no mudslides, no tornadoes, besides maybe what a rogue one or two, you know what I mean? Even tidal waves aren't going to hit us because we're 20 freaking minutes and 21 miles away. Well, hopefully it won't hit us. Who knows? We might have beachfront property at one point. But that's why we live where we live, because, yeah, it's cold in the wintertime, but we have beautiful spring. We have a hot-ass, humid summer, and then we have wonderful fall, you know what I mean? So I'm going to be, all right, I'm from my age. I've lived in New Hampshire my whole life. Do I know how to ski? No. Do I own a snowmobile? No. Do I go ice skating? No. Well, I used to when I was a kid. Do I ice fish? Let me just say, standing on a frozen lake that pops and creaks and all that shit, and it's just a fissure, it's a pressure yeah, so if the pressure can make the ice go up and before I'm not cracked, then it could do it again, you know what I mean? And it's all about comfort, and I don't feel safe being on the ice. I never have.
It's not like somebody's asking you to do jumping jacks or nothing,
No, but still, like, I never got the idea, like, what are you doing burning an iron barrel, you know what I mean, having a fire in the middle of the fucking lake? Isn't that metal going to retain the heat and burn through the ice? My husband's like, no, because the ice is so cold. Yeah, guess what? I don't want to be standing around that barrel to find out that you're wrong. But I've been thinking definitely of moving to warmer parts, and again, probably, but then again, I don't know. See, I have to get past my hot flashes, because there's no way I could survive Florida, because I already have that internal fucking humidity and all that shit happening. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Everybody seems to get along okay. We got plenty of people with arthritis and bad hips and bad knees, and lots of older people, and everybody seems to enjoy the outside. It's not so bad if there's a breeze,
right?
I've gotten used to it.
I don't know. I think it would take me years and years, even North Carolina. You know what I mean? But then again, my cousins are like, North Carolina the last couple of years has been like New Hampshire with weather. Yeah. But I mean, we went down there for a week and it was freaking hot when we went. And it was February, I think. It was February. It was in the 80s. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but the humidity was down to probably just like 60% or something.
Right. Everybody that lived there was
Yeah.
like, "What are you talking about? It's chilly. You picking iron shorts and tank tops."
Mhm.
I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like we left
Yeah.
wearing winter jackets. We're going to be on the plane with a freaking winter jacket when we
Yeah,
get off.
it's easy to spot the Northerners this time of year.
Yes. Ice dust lifesavers now. So when you fall through the ice, it will keep you afloat.
Mhm.
But it's still cold. I'm all set. I don't want to. I know. I don't want to. That's like we both have kayaks. I love the freedom of being in my own kayak and fishing because I always have this fear that I'm going to go because it happened once before. Okay. So I'm going to go like this and then hook my husband and be like, you know what I mean? I hooked him in his shirt. Thank God it didn't really mess him up like I thought it might. So that's good. But being in your own kayak, I don't have to worry about that. However, now that we got the baby, our kayaks are up at camp. So I want us to take the kayaks and bring them back here for on the times that that we're not up at camp. But when we're up at camp, then I, and the baby can all be in one craft. Not me trying to
I gotta go
paddle.
rescue the guy here. Right back.
Not a problem. I have a hard enough time keeping my freaking fishing tackle box upright. What's in the dirt? Oh, what's in the dirt? That's Papa Rose. Okay. Oh, I'm losing my mind. I'm like, who did I miss? Falling and I broke the sliding down a hill, trying to jump a brook. On sled, hitting the water, very cold. And walking home was horrible. What? You gotta go out. You gotta go out. Shut up. I was gonna bring you out. I thought I heard you whining at the door when I was going to the bathroom, and when I came back, you weren't there. So, yeah, hubby told me that the last time that they went out ice fishing with Team Do Boys, one of them, I can't remember if it was Joanna or if it was Scotty, when they were walking on the ice, came across, which they didn't know, snow had fallen and covered somebody's ice fishing hole. So they're like, la 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 la, one leg up to the crotch in the freezing water. I'm all set with that. Yeah, I'm not sure if it happened to. Oh no, he had a friend too that also happened to. A former coworker also happened to fall in a hole, one leg in hole, ice hole. Better yet, stay off the ice. That's my whole take on it. Hubby was telling me one time his brother got blown across the lake while in a bob house because the wind was so strong. I forget what we were watching on TV, but he goes, "There goes Mikey." It's the Bob House. It's like, actually, that one was somebody hooked a line. I'm not sure if what I'm hearing is the TV cake stuff or if the baby's coming through on the monitor. That's the only thing is, like, I wish you would shut the hell up, Milo. I wish you would sleep longer than like 20 minutes. You know what I mean? That was so cute, though. I happened to notice him. I'm like, la 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 la, and I notice he's like in the corner of my room. He passed right up, sitting up. Good boy. But if he were to be laying in his bouncy thing, like I said, I don't have the option of having the swing. Shut up. You're not going out because the sound of you running down the hallway is going to wake up the baby, so you have to wait.
Good news.
Oh,
yeah.
Good news is always good.
Yeah. My wife's going out of town for the day to visit a friend of hers who's like 60 miles away.
Oh.
So that changes up my plans. Yes, I'm going to work on that dude's stickers, but I'm also going to eat a piece of fudge the size of a pencil sharpener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta freaking get me some oil and attempt to make my own.
It's so easy. It really is. And if you could get some of those pucks from Jeffro, you could just add that stuff in.
I've been saying to Jeff I've wanted a puck for a while.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the F? Where's my puck?
Yeah, I'll talk to him tonight. We'll get you some puckage. That's the
Marvin
good stuff.
Hunt's in the house.
Marvin!
I have
Good
to let
morning.
this dog out before he takes a dump on my floor.
There you go. So, yeah, gonna be a good afternoon for the park rat. Yay! I can always use a good afternoon. And it's a little warmer today. That's always a good thing. Up to 62 now. Hell yeah. Oh, man. So, thank goodness for herbal enhancement. Maybe that's why I was such a sedate kid. I think I started smoking weed when I was about 9, but it was all over the place in those days, you know. Woof, I hear you. Yes. I don't know if you can hear my dog bark, but she's got it in her head she wants something. Welcome back, Stu. Good to have you back with us.
Let me introduce you, the fastest fucking napper in the East.
Power napping.
I'm like, dude, I let out one beast, and I hear the other one mewing. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Crazy boy. Walking home wet in the cold is not good. Not a good feeling.
3 football fields ain't too bad, though. It's not like having to hike out 2 or 3 miles.
Right?
I know when we were kids up in Maine, Mom always made us carry Zippo lighters. So if we got too wet or too cold, we were instructed to start a fire, you know? You're in the woods and you fall in the creek and you get wet. Don't walk home with wet clothes because you'll freeze. And there were plenty of times we'd start a fire and take off our pants and hold them there to dry before putting them back on. Never got frostbite. Oh, dog's just gonna keep barking. I'll be right back again.
I hear you. Mine's outside the yard. Always gotta do a trade, huh, Bubba? Oops, you can't hear it. Turn it up a little bit. I turned it down to see if that's what I was hearing. If I was hearing you, or if it was the dog whining, and it was a combination of both. There you go. There you go. How's it going, Marvin? Welcome to the padded cell. Dude, it's like his favorite thing. When he's drinking a Bubba, both arms. A lot of the times when he goes to sleep, both hands behind the head, until he rolls. And I think he's going to be a tummy sleeper. Just right now, every time I can tell like his face is on the side, so I try to roll him over, but he just goes back that way. So, like this morning, I heard him, so I went to check on him. Like, see, I forgot to take this off of them. Normally, I undo the binky because if they move a certain way, it gets yanked out of his face, and all. About the only time I use these damn things is if he's in his walker, because he has this thing for throwing shit over the side. So this is always attached. And when we go for a ride in the car, it's on him because it's a lot easier to reach back and follow the strap to where the binky is to shove it in his face, then I do okay, here's his nose and then the mouth, because it's all like being like Shane, man. It's all about feeling who the hell this shit is, because if I look back, I'll be crashing the car.
So what is this? PA says duck races are going to cost $40 a month now. I mean, they used to have like free, but then you'd have to pay if you wanted, more contestants. Huh.
I was cutting Christmas trees one year. Guy I was walking with wore tight pants tucked in new fur-lined boots. It was snowing, a wet snow. He was literally hurting after 8 hours. Oh, I bet. Whoa, you okay?
Huh.
It says to put your credit card to verify. It takes 40 out of your account. Yeah, screw that. I don't pay for I don't pay for my StreamYard. I'm not. Once Facebook says that their Meta, whatever you want to call it, says that they're going whatever and you're going to start charging people, but so long. I'm going to keep all of our addresses, writing all of our addresses in a notebook. And as far as I'm concerned, we can start back doing pen pals, and writing each other letters and stuff like that. Because, am I tight? Shouldn't say it like that, but I understand paying for services and yada yada yada. But that's like cable. We pay for cable, so why do I have to pay for another channel on cable? You know what I mean? You pay for cable, but yet you have to pay for premium service.
Yeah. We're going to give you 300 channels. There's only 4 we watch.
Right. Isn't that crazy?
Can I just get the 4? I don't need a wrestling channel. I don't need sports packages.
Right.
I don't care about home shopping. I don't need a yoga network. Disney, nothing.
You're like, I'm at the point, we're at the point now where we are, because I already said get rid of every pay, whatever. The only thing I pay for is the Netflix, which is used to be $9, but I think it went up to 19 now. Like, what the freaking gouging?
Yeah, I want to see NCIS. I want to see Survivor. I want to see Big Brother and whatever these Chicago Fire, Hope, Med, blah shows that my wife watches. Other than that, the TV is nothing but a decoration in a room.
Yeah, we're at the point now where it's like, just get rid of cable and we'll just keep the Wi-Fi, and do everything stream.
And the Hallmark channel, because, who doesn't like the Hallmark channel? They come up with all these great little town names, It's like Christmas in Mistletoe Springs. Yes, let's watch this one. I mean, it's the same as all the others, and they use the same actors, but at least you know what to expect. And nobody swears or innuendos anything.
JP Lawn says, PA, no, the heck duck races do not cost that much. You can get the whole year for $50. He said, I tried the free and took money from my account. Whoa. Papa Rose said, I got internet and a lot of free movie channels. Exactly. Tubi, Zumo, Freevee.
When we're camping, we use the air antenna. And I mean, honestly, in some places we'll pick up 50 channels. Now, a lot of them are religious and a lot of them are Spanish. That's okay, but you can still find your major channels on there. Get the local weather for whatever you're at. Watch your normal shows at the right time. And it's like, well, why aren't we using one of those here at the house?
Yeah, we can't do that until we get the Classroom Timers. That's the app that I went to for the duck races and stuff. However, you have to read, because they have the duck races, but then they have like the monsters and blah 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 blah. But you got to read because a lot of them don't allow up to 100. They stop at like 20 people. So
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people don't realize that till they start typing people's names in there. Like, how come I can't add everybody in my chat? Because it says right there when you go to put the people's names in, 20 people. You know what I mean? So duck race allows you to have at least 100.
See, now I love it when the Clarks use the chamber pot. Think of that like duck racing. You bought 5 spots, your name's in there 5 times. You bought 2 spots, your name's in there twice. Mix them up, dip in, pull one out. There's your winner. Okay, and hey, you can keep those slips of paper with people's names on them because they're probably going to want to play next time too. And what JP and Can do with the bingo balls, that's always great fun for everybody. And
Yeah,
again,
the bingo balls is a definitely good idea.
Yeah, big time.
Because we did the old, even write people's name down in a notebook, gave them each a number, and wrote it on a piece of paper and rolled it in a little ball, and we picked a piece of paper.
See what the wife's up to. She's getting ready to go. It might be fudge time soon. Dun, dun, dun.
So what? She doesn't know about the fudge? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, she knows about the fudge, but she also meters how much I go through in a day. I'm about to take 2 days worth in 5 minutes. Hook a brother up. You need help with anything? Hey, you, cutie. Yeah, you with the bracelet.
I hear you.
You need any help with anything?
I don't know. I need you to take some money for him. I don't know how much we owe him for.
All right, I'll take your money.
Yeah. Not a problem.
Hey, right back. If I don't see y'all before the end of the stream, see me at Jeff's tonight.
There you go. And thank you so much for your help, as always, Pat.
Oh, thanks for having me up here. I needed that early morning vent. Yeah.
Not a problem. Hey, you. You got the hiccups. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's see. What do we got here? We got about 8 minutes left of the stream. Whoa, hiccup boy. This is apple, blackberry, blueberry fruits. Bye, Marvin. Thank you so much for coming. Michigan Gems. Later, baby. I can't afford to pay attention with these vehicles going down. I hear you. Hope things get better, Joe. No, we're in your corner. We are in your corner. Bye, Bill. Papa Rouse, thank you so much for coming. He was firsty. Was he firsty? Joe said hi first, but I don't know if he was actually here. Bill was the first live person to say hi. Hi, poopy poop poops. Bye, Danny. Oh, Danny boy, just to dig in. Thank you for coming. Bye, babe. See you later. PA Patriot Prospecting, thanks for coming. Stu's Metal Detecting, thanks for being here. JP Lonzamore, thank you for coming. Mama's Gun Detecting, as always. I'm not sure if I said Stu's, but we'll say it again. Stu's Metal Detecting. Marvin Huff, great seeing you. I'm so sorry if I forgot anybody. I said Stu, right? JP, PA, Papa Rouse. I think I got pretty much everybody. Reg Lab, that's who it was. Thank you for coming from Canada. Rhonda Tolliver, the lucky one. Thank you. B. Higgles, also. Thank you. I'm scrolling just to make sure I get people's names. We just want to make sure that we say thank you to all the peeps that were here with us today. Tonight on Brewers, that's right. Oh, Scott Sharp's 100 sub giveaway. Oh, he's doing it on Brewers Prospecting. Goodbye, Stu. Bye, Stu. Thank you for coming. Enjoy your evening. Guapa's still in the house. Say we love you. Thank you all for coming. We're all saying our goodbyes now. Pat's gonna come back. We're gonna be gone. He can still get off, right? If I end the broadcast, or will his thingy be stuck here? When I say his thingy, I mean like being on StreamYard. Booty boo boo. Oh, what? You want some more? We got 3.5 to 4 minutes. So good. Yes, his little rocker will be here tomorrow, as will the hubby's legend. So maybe come Friday, we'll show you what he looks like in his new rocker. Thank you so much, Mama. Thank you for coming. We love you. Have a great day. So just love. Wow, that sounded like you flushed the toilet. Holy crap. His toilet on the other side of his computer. Sounded like Roto-Rooter. Yeah, I can't wait to see him self-rocking in his rocking chair. Hopefully it works out the way I hope. Give me a few moments to myself. Power flush, right? That's what it sounded like. We get 2.5 minutes left of this stream. I think his garage door is open and a truck. That truck is what sounded like a toilet being flushed? Wow.
No. The guy's mowing the lawn. As soon as my wife drives off, I'll close the door. But until she leaves, I got to be ready in case she needs help with something else.
Right. That was a lawnmower we heard?
Yeah.
Wow. I wouldn't have guessed.
Yeah, he'll come back by again.
I would have.
I don't mind.
That sounded like a toilet being flushed. That was weird.
I don't mind the yard guy making noise because he's been cutting our lawn for 22 years and never once raised his price.
No, oh wow, yeah, right.
And we got like almost a half acre here, and it's $35 a cut.
I think you should offer him a drink and a piece of fudge.
Oh, he gets hooked up. He'll leave with some pucks today.
Yeah. That's too funny.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't used to be into that. After his wife passed away a few years ago, he was like all stressed out and worried. And he was mowing, and he stopped, and he's like, I think I smell something I need. And I'm like, oh, come on in, buddy. I'll clear you a spot. Right? Ever since then, he's been in a much better mood. But we used to be like one of the only places on the street. So every time somebody built a house, we'd recommend him. So he's got most of the neighborhood thanks to
That's
us.
awesome. That
And
is
I don't know
awesome.
what everybody else pays, but he's never raised our price.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely. So we're looking at about 50 seconds left to the stream.
Oh no!
Oh no, it went by already. So we hit the 2-hour
Oh
mark.
yeah.
We are going to say goodbye.
I'm surprised how fast the time goes by. It's like we do that early morning show for an hour and a half, and it just blows right by like
It
nothing.
really is. It really,
and-
as long as you have somebody, a couple of people to be able to talk to.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
and
yeah,
I've watched Marlon's live stream a billion times, and he's always energetic and full of stuff, and it's go, 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 and it's like that's an hour and a half also.
Yeah.
So you put out a lot of energy doing that.
Definitely. See, sorry, people. This is all laid back. Come enjoy coffee and some wonderful chat with people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I have energy, but I use it for him.
Yeah, you got to. All right.
So with that, we are going to say thank you so much, Pat, as usual, for coming.
Thanks for having me. I do appreciate it.
For holding the screen while I went and sprinkled mine.
That's it. And what is it? Time for the dating game kiss now?
Yeah. Love you guys. We'll see you all on Friday.
Show up over at Jeff's tonight. It's going to be a hoot. There'll be some gold up for grabs.
Sweet. See you all there. Everybody have a great day and an even better week, and we'll see you all on Friday. Later, everybody. Toodles. Bye. Sorry, didn't mean to say that in your ear.
Peace out.